In 1983, a tiny Caribbean island terrified the United States, not because of an army, not because of missiles, but because one general took power after a political execution. His name was General Hudson Austin, and for 6 days he ruled Grenada. Grenada was once a quiet British colony, but in 1979, a popular left-wing revolution swept the island. A young leader named Maurice Bishop promised jobs, schools, and independence from foreign control. At first, the people celebrated, but behind the scenes, the revolution was splitting in two. Hardliners inside the government believed Bishop was too soft, too slow, too willing to cooperate with the West. One of the men closest to that hardline faction was the head of the army, Hudson Austin. In October 1983, Bishop was arrested by his own government. Crowds flooded the streets and freed him. For a moment, it looked like Bishop had survived the power struggle. Then soldiers opened fire. Bishop was captured again and executed, along with several of his closest allies. That night, Hudson Austin stepped forward. He announced that the army had taken control. Hudson Austin created a new military government. It was called the Revolutionary Military Council. He imposed a 24-hour curfew. Anyone seen outside could be shot. Radio stations were silenced. The island was sealed off. Grenada had become a military state overnight. Austin believed the army could stabilize the country. But outside Grenada, the story looked very different. An island run by soldiers, a murdered prime minister, a Marxist government tied to Cuba, and hundreds of American medical students trapped on the island. To Washington, this wasn't an internal crisis. It was a Cold War threat. Just 6 days after Hudson Austin seized power, U.S. forces invaded Grenada. Operation Urgent Fury. American troops overwhelmed the island's small army. The military council collapsed almost immediately. There was no long war. There was no last stand. There was only surrender. Hudson Austin was arrested, tried, and sentenced to decades in prison for the executions of Maurice Bishop and his colleagues. The general who ruled Grenada didn't even last a week. Hudson Austin believed he was protecting a revolution. Instead, his coup destroyed it. His decision gave the United States the opening it needed to erase Grenada's experiment with independence overnight. Not every empire falls to invasion. Some fall because one man pulled the trigger first. If you value true stories of coup and revolution, like, share, and subscribe to Histent, where history's erased voices rise again.